Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the 5 worst and 7 best Harley motorcycles you could buy this 2025. Number 5 on the list of worst Harleys is the Harley-Davidson Street 500. The Harley-Davidson Street 500 is often seen as one of the weakest links in the brand's modern lineup. While it carried the iconic badge, it failed to live up to the expectations most riders associate with Harley. Its purpose was to bring younger buyers into the brand, but what many got instead was a bike that looked and felt cheap, especially when compared to others in the same price range. Even used models from 2020 onward are struggling to hold value, sitting around $5,000 to $6,000 depending on mileage and condition. Under the tank, the Street 500 runs on a liquid-cooled V-twin engine producing about 35 horsepower. On paper, that might sound fine for city riding, but in practice, it feels underpowered and uninspired, especially when you expect the signature Harley rumble and torque. Riders often complain about poor throttle response and rough gear shifts that make longer rides uncomfortable. Most Street 500s rarely last beyond 40,000 miles without significant repairs, which is low by Harley standards. For a brand known for long-lasting cruisers, the Street 500 misses the mark. It was meant to be an entry point into the Harley world, but instead it became a warning sign of what happens when heritage takes a back seat to cost-cutting. Number 4. Harley-Davidson Nightster. The Harley-Davidson Nightster aimed to modernize the classic Sportster concept, but what came out felt confused and overpriced. Many riders expected a blend of traditional Harley styling with modern performance, yet the result leaned too heavily on plastic parts, electronics, and a riding feel that simply doesn't fit what most people buy a Harley for. In 2025, the Nightster still costs around $13,000 to $15,000 new, which feels steep when you consider the limited comfort, small fuel tank, and inconsistent build quality for that money. The bike runs on a Revolution Max 750 engine, which puts out decent power for a mid-size cruiser, but it lacks the deep torque and sound Harley fans crave. It's quick off the line but loses its soul once you start cruising. Heat management is another issue. In city traffic, the engine gets uncomfortably hot, and that's a complaint echoed by owners across multiple states. Maintenance is another sore point. Parts are expensive, and the advanced electronics add to the repair costs. Once you hit 30,000 miles, expect to spend over $1,000 a year on upkeep if you stick to dealership service. For riders expecting Harley heritage in a modern shell, the Nightster falls short. It doesn't capture the raw feel or reliability that made the brand iconic. Instead, it feels like a mid-range experiment that costs too much, rides too light, and fades too fast. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Breakout 117. The Harley-Davidson Breakout 117 tries to look like a powerhouse cruiser built for attitude, but once you get past the chrome and muscle, it shows cracks that are hard to ignore. With a price tag hovering around $25,000, the Breakout feels more about style than real-world substance. It's a heavy machine that demands attention, yet the riding comfort and practicality simply don't match what you'd expect at that cost. Many riders have called it beautiful to look at but exhausting to live with. Power comes from the Milwaukee 117 engine, delivering plenty of torque on paper, but the real experience is uneven. The throttle feels jumpy, vibrations creep through the handlebars at higher speeds, and cornering confidence is limited by its stretched design. In cities, it's bulky and hard to handle, and on the highway, it guzzles fuel faster than most big cruisers. The bike's suspension setup is stiff, which might look cool when parked but makes longer rides tiring, especially for older riders or those coming from more balanced Harleys. Durability also raises concerns. While the engine itself is strong, many owners have faced clutch issues, oil leaks, and uneven wear within the first 30,000 miles. Parts and labor are expensive, and it's not unusual for major maintenance bills to hit over $2,500 once warranty coverage ends. Overall, the Breakout 117 may grab attention on the street, but in the long run, it's a loud, costly reminder that looks can't carry a Harley forever. Number 2. Harley-Davidson Pan America. The Harley-Davidson Pan America was supposed to mark the brand's bold step into the adventure segment, but it turned into one of the most polarizing bikes in Harley's lineup. Priced around $18,000 to $20,000, it tries hard to compete with established adventure bikes, yet struggles with reliability, electronics, and long-term comfort. While it offers plenty of features, many riders find that its complicated systems and high repair costs take away from the joy of riding. Powering the bike is the Revolution Max 1250 engine, which delivers solid horsepower, but the tuning feels inconsistent. It's strong on highways but jerky at lower speeds, and the throttle response can feel unpredictable off-road. The liquid cooling and variable valve timing add performance, but they also add complexity, and complexity is not a friend when you're hundreds of miles from a dealership. Another common complaint is reliability. Owners have reported sensor failures, electronic glitches, and oil leak problems even under 20,000 miles. Warranty claims have piled up, and repairs can cost over $2,000 once you're out of coverage. While the Pan America had promise, its real-world performance and upkeep costs make it one of the least dependable Harleys of 2025. Number 1. Harley-Davidson Sportster S. The Harley-Davidson Sportster S was meant to be the modern face of Harley performance, but it feels more like an expensive experiment than a lasting success. With a price tag around $16,000, it's far from affordable, especially when you realize how limited its comfort, range, and practicality really are. The aggressive styling grabs attention, but the riding position, short suspension travel, and small fuel tank make it hard to enjoy for anything beyond short city runs. Under the tank sits the Revolution Max 1250T engine, the same base used in the Pan America, tuned for sharper response. It sounds promising, but in practice, the Sportster S feels twitchy and unrefined. The throttle can surge, heat pours out during summer rides, and the vibration at highway speeds wears you down fast. It's fast, sure, but it's not fun for long. Add in the fact that it burns through tires and fuel faster than you'd expect, and ownership costs rise quickly. Reliability hasn't been much better. Many riders report oil leaks, electrical errors, and sensor failures before reaching 25,000 miles. With limited aftermarket parts and few long-term success stories, it's becoming clear that the Sportster S might not have the staying power of Harley's older legends. For 2025, the Sportster S feels like a bike that sacrificed comfort, reliability, and tradition in pursuit of a younger audience that never showed up. Now let's take a look at better Harley alternatives. Number 7 on the list of best Harleys is the Harley-Davidson Street Bob. The Harley-Davidson Street Bob stands as one of the most well-balanced cruisers you can buy in 2025. It captures the true spirit of the brand, raw, stripped down, and built to last for years without losing its charm. Priced at around $16,600, it's among the more affordable ways to get that authentic Harley experience without giving up performance or quality. Under the tank sits the Milwaukee 114 engine, a V-twin that packs serious low-end torque and delivers the kind of pull that Harley riders love. The engine runs smoother than older generations, and with regular oil changes and upkeep, many owners see these bikes easily crossing 100,000 miles without major engine work. Comfort and control are where the Street Bob surprises people. Despite its minimalist look, it's easy to ride and well-balanced, making it a great fit for both experienced riders and those stepping up from smaller bikes. The Harley-Davidson Street Bob isn't about luxury or tech overload. It's about feel, the way the engine rumbles through the frame, the way it looks parked under a streetlight, the way it still turns heads after years of use. For those who want a pure, long-lasting American cruiser that won't break the bank but will keep running strong for decades, the Street Bob is as real as it gets. Number 6. Harley-Davidson Fat Boy. The Harley-Davidson Fat Boy is one of those bikes that defines what a true cruiser should be. In 2025, it remains an icon of power, comfort, and unmistakable style. With its bold stance, solid disc wheels, and muscular frame, the Fat Boy commands attention everywhere it goes. It sits at around $21,500, offering a serious mix of luxury and performance in one of the most recognizable Harley packages ever made. At its heart beats the Milwaukee 114 engine, a powerhouse known for strong, smooth torque delivery. It pulls hard right from the bottom, giving that satisfying Harley rumble without feeling strained. The motor is built to endure, with many riders reporting upwards of 120,000 miles before needing major service when maintained properly. This combination of strength and reliability makes it one of the most dependable cruisers in the lineup. Riding the Fat Boy feels planted and confident. The low seat height and wide tires add a sense of stability on open highways, while the suspension absorbs bumps better than expected for such a heavy bike. Despite its size, it handles surprisingly well once you get used to the weight. The build quality is solid, from the frame welds to the paint finish, showing the kind of craftsmanship Harley riders pay for. In the end, the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy remains a timeless symbol of American power and endurance, a motorcycle built not just to ride, but to outlast trends, miles, and time itself. Number 5. Harley-Davidson Electra Glide. The Harley-Davidson Electra Glide continues to be one of the most trusted touring motorcycles in America for 2025. It's made for riders who cover real miles, not just short weekend runs. With a price tag of around $24,500, it brings long-distance comfort, signature Harley style, and solid reliability that's been proven over decades. Power comes from the Milwaukee 8107 engine, a V-twin that delivers steady, relaxed power for endless highway stretches. It's smooth, efficient, and built for durability. Many Electra Glide owners push their bikes past 150,000 miles with consistent care and regular service. The cooling and fuel systems have been refined over the years to keep temperatures under control, even on long summer rides through states like Texas or Arizona. What makes the Electra Glide stand out is its comfort and practicality. The seat is wide and supportive for both rider and passenger, and the fairing cuts through wind better than almost any other touring bike in its class. The suspension setup handles bumps and uneven pavement with ease, while the overall balance makes long rides feel less tiring. Every detail of the Electra Glide reflects Harley's focus on endurance and function over flash. For riders who want a true American tourer that will handle thousands of miles with grace and grit, the Electra Glide is one of the smartest and most proven choices in 2025. Number 4. Harley-Davidson Road King. The Harley-Davidson Road King has earned its place as one of the most respected touring motorcycles ever built. In 2025, it remains a pure American classic, no touchscreens, no unnecessary tech, just timeless design and dependable performance. With a price of around $23,500, the Road King delivers long-distance comfort, rugged reliability, and the unmistakable Harley feel that never fades. Under the steel frame sits the Milwaukee 8107 engine, a smooth, air-cooled V-twin that's built to last. It produces strong torque across all gears, making highway rides effortless and hill climbs steady. Riders who keep up with routine maintenance often see these engines run past 160,000 miles without major rebuilds. What makes the Road King special is how balanced it feels for its size. The wide handlebars, low center of gravity, and generous seat padding make it surprisingly easy to handle for a full-size touring bike. The Road King's strength lies in its simplicity. It's a touring motorcycle stripped down to the essentials: a strong motor, a solid frame, and classic chrome. For riders who want a Harley that can clock hundreds of thousands of miles and still turn heads doing it, the Road King stands tall as one of the best buys in 2025. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Street Glide. The Harley-Davidson Street Glide stands as one of the most popular touring motorcycles in America, and for good reason. In 2025, it continues to blend long-distance comfort with a bold, low-slung design that captures the heart of the open road. With a price around $27,900, the Street Glide offers a perfect mix of style, performance, and everyday practicality for serious riders who demand reliability as much as looks. It's powered by the Milwaukee 8107 engine, a V-twin built for smooth torque delivery and steady cruising power. It pulls hard off the line and settles into a relaxed rhythm once you hit the highway. Known for its longevity, many Street Glides are still running strong past 140,000 miles when maintained properly. Comfort is where this bike shines. The seat is shaped to support long hours in the saddle, and the suspension tuning feels just right for American roads, firm enough for control, soft enough to smooth out the rough stuff. The Batwing fairing gives great wind protection, while the infotainment system keeps things modern without feeling overdone. It's the kind of setup that makes cross-state travel feel easy and enjoyable. The Street Glide isn't just another touring motorcycle. It's a symbol of what Harley does best: strength, endurance, and unmistakable road presence. For 2025, it remains one of the smartest long-term buys in Harley's lineup, a bike that looks right, rides right, and lasts. Number 2, Harley-Davidson Low Rider S. The Harley-Davidson Low Rider S is built for riders who want raw power and precision in a stripped-down, aggressive cruiser. In 2025, it stands out as one of the most performance-focused Harleys you can buy. Priced at about $18,100, it brings serious muscle and modern control while keeping the classic Harley attitude intact. It runs on the Milwaukee 8117 engine, the most powerful motor you'll find in Harley's Softail lineup. This V-twin delivers a deep surge of torque that hits hard right off idle and keeps pulling with authority. The engine is built to last, and with proper maintenance, it's common for these power plants to keep running strong well past 120,000 miles. Handling is where the Low Rider S truly earns its reputation. The chassis feels solid and well planted, and the inverted front fork gives precise feedback through corners. Every part of the Low Rider S serves a purpose, from the blacked-out finishes to the small headlight cowl that reduces wind at higher speeds. For 2025, the Low Rider S continues to prove that Harley can blend performance, durability, and that unmistakable American sound into one of the most rewarding rides you can buy. Number 1, Harley-Davidson Road Glide. The Harley-Davidson Road Glide continues to dominate the touring scene in 2025 as one of the most capable and comfortable long-distance motorcycles in America. With a price tag of roughly $25,900, it's built for riders who take the open road seriously and want a bike that can handle mile after mile without giving up comfort or reliability. Power comes from the Milwaukee 8107 engine, a rock-solid V-twin known for smooth performance and lasting durability. It delivers strong torque that feels effortless even with a full load of gear and a passenger on board. With regular servicing, many road glides are known to cross 150,000 miles and still run strong. The frame-mounted shark nose fairing is what sets the Road Glide apart. It provides stable wind protection even at highway speeds and reduces rider fatigue on long trips. The ergonomics are spot-on for comfort, with a plush seat, wide handlebars, and generous floorboards that keep you relaxed over hours of riding. The suspension soaks up bumps smoothly, and the braking system feels steady and predictable, even under heavy load. For riders who want the perfect blend of long-haul touring comfort, strong engine life, and unmistakable Harley character, the Road Glide stands as the king of the road in 2025. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.